I can't express it because I was sort of like speechless for about 3 seconds at the podium inside, and here it's different. I can't even well up. It's just amazing. It just knocked me back a little bit, and I kept trying to peek around the edge of it to see what it said, the encryption and all that, inscription, and to see the pictures of him instead of just sort of somebody hacking it, thinking a drawing or something. This is the real deal. And then I realized that this is the real deal for Lafayette, and hopefully for America, and with hopefully the publishing of my book, that'll tell everybody the inside story of how Ray came up through that polio problem and how he beat that, came to Jeff High, or Centennial Jeff, and then went on to Purdue and became the first captain of the first championship state winning track and field team for Purdue, and all those NCAA and AAU, I'm sorry, and then to the Olympics. I mean, how higher can you go? You know what I mean? It's just, the family's proud, my son's here, and I'm so thrilled that he was able to come too, and my other son Adam couldn't come, but he's here in spirit.
It's really a part of our history, and really a part of our history that's not been talked about. I think, as you heard today, there's a lot of people that don't know who Ray Ewry is and what he accomplished and what he overcame. And, as I said in my comments earlier, I think really an appropriate time for, our city, our state, and our nation, for our young people and people to understand somebody from Lafayette with those kinds of accomplishments, but came over those kinds of challenges and adversities and followed his dreams and wouldn't take no for an answer and didn't have limits set on himself. And I think that's a great message. I mean, besides the athletic accomplishments, that message for all of us is really important. And having that type of history is something we all need to know about.
How important is it to have the monument out here by the track where
Yeah, as a Lafayette Jeff grad, what a great story for the high school and for all the kids and the people that pass through here, as not just a reminder, but for some of the kids, the first time they'll ever hear about that. And my hope is some of those kids will see that and think, you know what, I can do it. If I'm have challenges, I can overcome them. I'm going to set high goals for myself, and to kind of have that reminder here in this setting, I think, is really important.
Craftsmanship in the monument is just phenomenal, and you can tell a lot of effort and a lot of thought and a lot of love went into making that particular monument. And like it's already been stated earlier today, recognizes America at its greatest. Somebody who had a great deal to overcome and to achieve such great status. And again, it was back in a time when it was an individual achievement. It wasn't recognized around the world. It was something that he felt strongly about. Mr. Ewry pursued it, and he was successful in those pursuits.
And how important was it, not only in Lafayette but West Lafayette, to make this Ray Ewry Day and to really recognize everything that he was about?
Well, it actually bridges both communities. He started here in Lafayette, and he finished up at Purdue University in West Lafayette. And it just goes to show you, you might be from a small hometown, but you can do great things.
It's certainly exciting. I think it's a bittersweet day in Lafayette and the Lafayette community, and bitter from the standpoint that I think people this week have learned about Ray Ewry, and they thought, how have we forgotten about this guy for 100 years? But sweet because of the monument that's here and his grandson being here, and I think it's for certain now that Ray Ewry will be known and never forgotten in the Lafayette community. And being an Olympic year, and Mr. Phelps about to break Mr. Ewry's record, I think it's just appropriate.
And to be out here at a facility like Schumann Stadium, how much do you hope the kids get out of this monument in the future years to come?
Well, we're very fortunate with the facilities that we have, and I think more than anything today is Ray Ewry is an inspiration, not as an Olympic athlete, but we've heard the story about polio and being an orphan and all of the obstacles he was able to overcome, I think, as an inspiration for all of our student athletes and honestly everybody in the community. So, great story.